Weather Authority forecaster Courtney Aitken. Good evening, Courtney, and you've been tracking a lot of these storms that are really headed our way. I know viewers are curious how they can prepare and I guess when this is going to hit us.
That's right. Good evening. Yeah, we have a really substantial system on the way. It's actually currently touching right on down in the Pacific Northwest, and it is headed our direction. So I'm tracking the timing of this system, and I'm thinking that Sunday evening, so Sunday right around dinner time, we're going to be hearing some raindrops, especially for you folks on the coast, those coastal mountains, Santa Cruz Mountains, and even down to the Big Sur coast, starting to get those raindrops. And throughout the night, Monday morning, that commute is going to be a little bit treacherous. I'm expecting multiple inches of accumulation from this storm, which is something that we really have not seen in quite some time. So this is going to be a really big storm compared to the past few that we've seen. And really, this is going to be the biggest storm that we may even have really for the month of December. And this, I do want to mention that it's going to continue raining really all day Monday. You can see this is 4 p.m. on Monday, and we have this big plume of moisture over the Big Sur coast, and even those inland areas like the Salinas Valley still going to be seeing that rainfall all day long on Monday. And those showers, they're going to stick around a little bit through your Tuesday, at least for the morning, and we have very minimal to no clearing at all before we have another system touch down on us Wednesday afternoon to evening. So overnight into your Thursday, then we'll be seeing even more rain, and then after that we do have the possibility of clearing out kind of nicely into this next weekend. So not this weekend, of course, but next, because tomorrow really is going to be quite cloudy ahead of that storm. And come Monday night, this is what I'm expecting in terms of accumulation. Now, typically I would say that, well, you know, this model is probably a little bit much, but notice Big Sur, 6 inches. I'm going to say that's probably right around what we are going to get. So we do have the possibility of getting some debris flow, some flooding. Those will be things that we will be watching, as we do have some burn scars in our area. So things like minor flooding up in the mountains, power outages, all of that will be very possible headed into that Monday. So make sure that you are tuned in to the forecast. As for tonight and tomorrow, though, still another chilly night. We have that freeze warning that I mentioned that is in effect. So we have high 30s Santa Cruz on the beach, 38 in Felton. We're barely making it up into the 40s for places like Boulder Creek. A little bit less chilly for Bonnie Doon and Davenport, though. And as for daytime highs tomorrow, it's another day a bit on the cool side, I should say, in the 50s really across the board. Lower 50s, Morgan Hill all the way over to San Juan Bautista. Hollister 37 tomorrow. We have lower 40s for most of the immediate coast. Aptos, though, still sitting in those high 30s. The Monterey Bay Peninsula slightly more mild and not quite seasonable, though. We have 44 in Monterey, a couple degrees less for Seaside, higher 40s for Pebble Beach, mid 40s right there in Carmel by the sea overnight tonight. So not as frosty there. And down the Salinas Valley, we still have lower 30s tonight for Parkfield, Bradley, and the San Antonio Valley. Some of those areas may even see some mid to high 20s. So do expect to see some frost into tomorrow morning. But of course, the big story is what's ahead Sunday night into Monday. Notice we do have some showers really all week. Could be a little bit wet and rainy. Little departure from those 50s during the daytime, and going into those overnight temperatures shouldn't be as chilly this next week, but that rain certainly is going to feel quite different from the pattern that we've seen even for really the past month. High 50s inland next couple of days, and then Tuesday we drop right down into those mid to low 50s. And notice those winds really stick around. We have that wind advisory, and we might see even more advisories as the week goes on. Those winds are expected to be especially treacherous. So definitely do what you need to do, tie down that patio furniture, and use caution on that commute. Taryn?